Jana, it is so good to see you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for asking. I'm really doing great. I'm enjoying my retirement, and I think that I have found myself, my peace, and found how to keep busy. Not playing tennis anymore professionally, so another beautiful occasion to be here and be part of something as big as the Fed Cup final.
We'll get on to that in one moment, but how much tennis are you playing these days?
I am actually working out and playing tennis almost every day. Tennis maybe not every day, depending on what events I'm going to play, but working out and staying active as much as I can, just simply enjoying.
Well, what are you doing to enjoy your retirement, as you say?
Well, you gotta, as tennis players, we always are challenged, and we're always very creative and very driven. And of course, so am I. And it was not easy to stop playing tennis and suddenly have no schedule, no routine, and not, you are taken out of that comfortable environment that you know for so many years. So it's important to find what you like, what you enjoy, and I, particularly enjoy staying involved in tennis. So whether I'm playing for myself or, doing a few events, that's something that I enjoy very much.
When you come to events like the final of the Fed Cup by BNP Paribas, do you find you miss the sport?
Yes, I miss tennis. Many times I say to myself, I wish I was 10 years younger. I would still go out there, and you always have that urge to play, but you know that you can no longer do it on that professional level. So when you do have this urge and when you miss tennis, the best thing is to get a tennis racket and go on the court, and you feel better half an hour later.
When you look at events like the Fed Cup final, what sort of memories does it bring back to you?
Just a lot of fun. Being in the team competition, I loved playing doubles. Part of it was because it was a team competition. Tennis can be very gruesome and, very individual. And so being able to play Fed Cup a couple times during the year, you get into the team spirit, the atmosphere, and just playing at home and having this kind of atmosphere, it just really lifts you up and brings back a lot of good memories.
What would be the highlight of your Fed Cup career?
Well, I think the first one when I was first nominated, and gosh, that was so many years ago, I don't remember really even which year it was, but to be part of that team for the first time, that spirit, and having all these top players around me, it was a great atmosphere. I enjoyed it.
So in all the years that you played, if I said, putting your comments just now to one side, if I said to you, pick one moment from all those Fed Cup ties that you played, what would you say?
That would be very hard because, all of them, they bring something special. And always, I guess what I miss, not being able to win a Fed Cup at home, in front of your own crowd with that support, something that the girls are experiencing this year. So it's fantastic to win it, but to do it at home, that would be the top notch.
Pretty special. I mean, these girls must be feeling pretty special.
Yeah, and you can tell that it's, they're so pumped and they feel comfortable, and the crowd has been fantastic, knowing that Petra hasn't been feeling very good, so they really lifted her to another level, and that's brilliant.
When you see the girls like Lucy Safarova, Petra Kvitova, Lucy and Andrea in doubles, and leading the Czech Republic, when you watch them in action, what do you feel?
I feel like I wish I was there, or how would I have played this shot, differently. So you kind of always analyze. You go through the motions, and you look at the players, you look at the crowds, the coaches, and then you kind of analyze the certain points, and you're thinking, oh, what would I have done with that ball? So I think that's some of it goes through your mind, but just this enormous pride inside how the Czech tennis has progressed, and that we don't have this enormous gap, that we have one tennis star coming up after another that represents our small country with the great tennis tradition and a great history, around the world.
You must have had incredible pride when Petra won Wimbledon last year.
Yes, and I had the pleasure to be there, sitting in the royal box and being there with Martina Navratilova and Helena Sukova, and Petra winning. Very, very special moments. Very, very proud and very happy for her to have done that.
And Jana, you were presented with the ITF Hall of Fame, International Tennis Hall of Fame Achievement Award. What does something like that mean to you?
Well, it kind of completes the circle, because when you really think about it, and we had this discussion last night, ITF plays a huge part in every professional tennis player really making it and to become a professional tennis player. You go from playing the national tournaments into the ITF tournaments, into the ITF circuit, and they just play enormous role, to help you to basically transform you or push you into that professional circuit. And then at the end, when you are successful on the WTA tour and on the professional circuit, you end up in the Hall of Fame like I did. So to get this award from ITF and of course from International Tennis Hall of Fame at home here in Prague, it was very, very special. I'm glad I didn't have to speak because that would have to be a repeat of Wimbledon again. Emotional, very special moment. I really enjoyed it.
And finally, Jana, where would you hang this plaque, this award that you've been presented?
I already know it. I see it already in my house. It's going to be right next to the International Tennis Hall of Fame. The similar kind of look. So they're going to be side by side, and I'm going to enjoy looking at that.
It's been a great pleasure seeing you again, and it's
Thank you.
been a wonderful time talking to you. Thanks, Jana.
Thank you very much. Thank you.